Hey guys, welcome back. I'm very excited because I have a really fun sample haul to share and I'm going to go over my thoughts. I've smelled all of these already, so this isn't first impressions, but I did put them all on paper strips so that I could go over my thoughts. These are dabber samples for the most part. I've talked about it before. If you can't spray a perfume, I feel like you need a lot of a dabber sample to really experience the scent because it sometimes can be hard to get like the full experience without being able to spray it. If you're curious, these are from the Perfumed Court. I also really like Scent Split and Twisted Lily for samples. There's also Lucky Scent and So Avant-Garde, which all are great options, but I found that the Perfumed Court is the cheapest for what you get. Like the little dabber samples range from like $2 to $4, which is a really good price. So let's get into it. If you're new, I do fragrance content over here, and I would love if you would consider subscribing and joining our little perfume family community. Let's start with probably the one I was the most excited for. I got a sample of Delizia de Marshmallow from Kais Perfumes, which is like an indie brand. The packaging of the full-size bottle of this is really quite hideous in my opinion, but the scent inside is like super raved about and everyone says it's so good. So like I said, I put it on a paper strip, and you can tell this one out of all of these definitely left the most like of a stain. Sorry guys, loud vehicles going by. This is just part of my channel background noise at this point. So yeah, I would maybe be careful with this. Like if you're putting it directly on clothes, it might be fine in the spray bottle, but no. I will say, I think I am slightly anosmic to this scent because it smells pretty faint to me, and that could just be because it's a dabber and I couldn't spray it, but I feel like I put a lot on the paper. But what I do get, and the other day when I smelled it, I felt like it was stronger, is like a super photorealistic marshmallow scent. Like I've never smelled anything that smells so much like a true marshmallow. It's like that powdery jet puffed marshmallow. If you stick your nose in a bag, that's what this smells like. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of Choco Musk from Al Rehab, but that one had a synthetic note in it that didn't really vibe with me, and this doesn't have that. Also, of course, doesn't have the chocolate note, but it does have that powdery, fluffy scent to it that's similar. It's really good from what I get. Like I said, I think I'm slightly anosmic to it. I'm gonna have to wear this and see how it is like on my skin and my clothes and everything, because I could definitely see myself getting a bottle of this. It's been on my wish list for a long time and I've been wanting to smell it, but we're just gonna have to see because yeah, I need to know that I'm actually gonna be able to smell it, or other people are gonna be able to smell it on me, and it's not just something that like fades, which people say this has super good longevity and performance and everything. So I'm gonna say it's probably just me being slightly anosmic. Anyways, another one I was really excited about, let's just do those first, was Wavechild from Room 1015. And this is definitely what people have said as far as like being a juicy, like fresh watermelon. Now, this definitely has like an aquatic feel to it. It's not just a fruity scent. This has a really intense, like clean quality on top of the watermelon. So because of that, I think is why it doesn't smell like a synthetic candy watermelon. It's a little bit more realistic than you'd typically find. Now, I don't know if anything can really truly be like a true realistic watermelon, but this is probably as close as it comes. And like I said, I think it's that fresh, clean, aquatic quality on top. It's a little bit ozonic. It's really, really nice. I just don't know if I need a full bottle of this. It is slightly unisex, but still sweet. Like, it's leaning feminine. I'm thinking I might try out the Arab dupe for this. I think it's from Latafa, and I just want to see how they compare. Obviously, I'll wear this one first and make sure I get a good feel for how it smells on me, and then maybe try that one out and just see how I feel if I would want to get the original. But it's not the type of perfume I would wear all the time. It's something that would be really fun to reach for in the summertime, and it does smell really, really good. So I could see myself wearing it. I'm just going to see how I feel about the dupe, but I'm glad I have a little sample to go through. Another one I've been really curious about is Crumb Couture from Sniff. So this one, I do kind of feel like I need a spray of this because I feel like I just can't get the full effect using this dabber. I don't know. I do feel like it's kind of faint, and especially when I first put it on the paper, I can really get that kind of buttery, like bready, croissant quality to it. Like it really does smell like a fresh baked good. But there is just the slightest syntheticness to it, and I feel like I don't really get the berry notes because I think there's like berries and blackcurrant in here or something, which is kind of supposed to be like jam on a croissant. I don't really get the berries, and I feel like this one definitely seems kind of faint as it dries down, but I feel like a lot of people say that the sniff fragrances are really good quality and like they last and everything. So I think this is another one that I'm really going to need to wear on my skin. I don't feel like I can really give a full review until I've actually worn this. And even then, since it's a dabber, I just don't know if I'm going to get the full effect without spraying it. And that's unfortunately how I feel sometimes with perfumes when you get the dabber samples, but it really is like 2 or 3 times the price to get sprays. And I just don't know that that's worth it for me. It does add up pretty quickly if you want to try a bunch of different perfumes. Okay, another very exciting one. I'm doing all my favorites first. This is Acrobake. So this is one that I have had on my wish list for a really long time. And this is the one probably out of all these that I can really see myself getting a full bottle of. So this is definitely high on my wish list now, other than the Delizia marshmallow, which I feel like I need to give that one some more time. This one was like love at first sniff. The second I smelled it, just absolutely fell in love. It is such a sweet, warm, lemony baked good, like lemon cake with vanilla drizzle on top. It's truly edible and delicious and exactly what I wanted in a lemon gourmand, because I wanted something that is pretty lemon forward. I don't want a gourmand with just a citrus note in the background. I really want to smell that citrus. I think this is going to be it for me. So I'm very excited for a bottle of that, and also it's going to pair wonderfully with my Lush Super Milk. I honestly wear that as a perfume too. Like I put it on my body, not just in my hair, because it really lasts and it doesn't irritate my skin at all. Okay, a few more. I got Skylar's Boardwalk Delight because I've been wanting to smell this one for a while. Everyone says it's like a cotton candy scent, and I definitely get a cotton candy note in there, but that's not all this is. And honestly, I feel like I smell some of the other notes even more. There's like coconut and aquatic notes in here. It definitely has a very aquatic feel to it in a different way than Wavechild, but still like that aquatic with that sweet. I kind of wonder if a cotton candy marshmallow note is something that I am slightly anosmic to in general, because I do kind of feel like a cotton candy note, a marshmallow note, they can almost be so light and airy and fluffy that your nose doesn't pick up on it as much. And I think that might be what's happening with this one too. Again, I feel like if I sprayed it, that would make a big difference, but I do still get the cotton candy note in there. And this did really surprise me. I feel like I said, it has a really aquatic summertime feel to it, which I expected, but this is just a little bit more unique than I thought it would be. I haven't really smelled anything like this before. It doesn't smell like a cotton candy body spray, which is kind of what I pictured. This is more unique than that. I could see myself getting a travel size maybe. I don't know if I get a full bottle right away because I have a lot of perfumes, but I do think I'd enjoy this enough to wear it. But at the same time, I do try to avoid travel sprays because I feel like I don't reach for them as much as my full-size perfumes. And when I can see all my perfumes here in front of me, I tend to more grab for those. My ideal size with a perfume I really like is a 1 ounce bottle. It's not huge, but it's still a full bottle, and it's still enough that you're not gonna fly through it. At least I'm not, because I don't wear perfume every day, and I also am not a huge oversprayer, so it takes me a long time to get through a perfume, even my favorites, because honestly, sometimes I don't reach for my favorites enough, which I should more often. Now, Bianco Latte is another story. I reach for that one probably more than like any of my other perfumes. I also wear Donna Born in Roma a lot because it's just my most complimented scent and I like getting compliments. So those are probably my 2 most worn. Although now that I have Pear Ink from Juliet Has a Gun, I'm probably going to be wearing this one a ton because I want this to be like my signature scent, honestly. It's just so good, and it was a gift from my friends, which was just like the sweetest thing ever. They saw me talk about it in a vlog over on my other channel, and they picked up a bottle for me. It's like a postpartum gift, so that was just really, really sweet of them. Anyways, moving on, we have a few more of these dabbers. This really intrigued me, and I've been wanting to try a matcha perfume. So I got Matcha Soft Serve from Danam, I think is how you say this brand or house. And I'm not getting much soft serve ice cream in this. It really is the most photorealistic matcha scent I've ever smelled, like matcha powder out of the tin can. You know, in the dry down, it does get slightly creamier, but it really is just a photorealistic matcha scent, like I said. If you like that, go for it. I think it might be nice to layer. Like I could see myself putting a little bit of this dabber on, just the tiniest bit underneath my Killian Princess and then spraying that on top, but just a little bit because like I said, this is intense. It's a strong perfume and it's very matcha, very green. So you definitely have to like that. Okay, I got Lait Coco from Le Monde Gourmand. I could see myself picking this up because it's a very soft, milky, clean kind of coconut. I don't know how it's milky and clean at the same time, but I feel like it is. It's not like a heavy gourmand coconut at all. It's not overly sweet. It's just like a light, milky coconut. And I can see myself grabbing that for the summer because it is affordable and I would like to have a coconut like that that's simple that I can layer with things. So we will see. But the last one I have here, I was slightly disappointed by this. This is Her Confession from Lattafa. It's the dupe for Blanche Bet. And this is just a little bit more floral than I wanted it to be. And I do think people have said that about this perfume, like compared to Blanche Bet, like it's more floral because I wanted something more milky and softer, but it is nice. It's not a bad scent, but if this was Blanche Bet, I don't think I would be tempted to buy a full bottle because it's just not quite what I was expecting or hoping for. But now I really want to smell the original because I want to see the differences. Let me know in the comments if you've tried both or if you've tried the original, what you think or if there's a difference. I definitely get like a white floral quality in this, but almost like more than the milkiness, so it kind of is a little bit sharper than I thought. I think it would make a good summer perfume. It's just not full bottle worthy for me. Okay, I have 2 more left, and these are actually 2 ml sprayers because they were body spray samples. I have the Ouai St Barts body mist, which I've been wanting to try forever because people rave about this, and then the Nest Balinese coconut body mist, and the Ouai one, you guys. I'm gonna spray it right now because I want to smell it and be reminded of the scent. But this stuff, this is truly summer in a bottle in the best way. I've never smelled the St. Barts scent from Ouai, but now I know why people rave about it. It is so delicious. It's like juicy, fruity, especially in the opening, but it has a floral quality to it. And then there's this kind of coconut type of scent, but it's not straight up coconut and it's not sunscreen either. It just has that tropical feel to it. Maybe it's like a tropical floral like tiare flower or frangipani or something because it gives that tropical feel without being like coconut or sunscreen. Oh, this is just delicious. I'm definitely going to fly through this little sample. I know it. And I'm going to want to get the full size body mist because this is the ultimate summer scent to me. But then I'm also going to spray the Nest one on a test strip. And this one, I don't want to say it disappointed me, but it wasn't quite what I wanted. It's coconut and it's soft, kind of skin-like, musky. And I can see like putting this on your body in the oil form in the summertime would make you feel like summery and tropical, and it is nice. I wanted the body mist because the oil is really pricey and I don't wear perfume oils that often, so I just didn't feel like it was something I need. And maybe the oil is better than the body mist even, but I don't think this is something I would wear a ton. I think I prefer the Lait Coco, and that one's more affordable anyways. It's nice, just not one that I will purchase, but I might get through this little spray because it would be a good layering summer scent. That is all the samples that I picked up from the Perfumed Court. This video actually went a little bit quicker than I thought it might, so that's good. My little guy's taken a longer nap than he has in a bit here, so I didn't know if I was gonna be able to film this video without getting interrupted, but here we are at the end. I hope you enjoyed. Again, thanks for watching. Let me know what else you want to see from me. I think I'm gonna have a review of Miami Shake from Juliet Has a Gun up next week, so I'm really loving doing these perfume uploads. Anyways, hopefully I'll see you back here next time. Bye.